Good day, Grade 7 learners. I am Sir Mervyn, and welcome to our Second Summative Test Reviewer. In this review session, we will revisit the important mathematical concepts that you have learned in this quarter. Listen carefully, participate actively, and solve each example step by step. Remember, every problem is an opportunity to improve your mathematical thinking. In Part 1, we will review percentage increase, percentage decrease, and money problems. You will learn how to solve real-life situations involving discounts, commissions, value-added tax or VAT, and simple interest. These concepts help us become wise consumers and make informed financial decisions in our daily lives. In Part 2, we will focus on financial planning. We will learn how to prepare a simple budget, distinguish between needs and wants, manage allowances wisely, and develop good saving habits. Financial planning is an important life skill that helps us achieve our goals and become responsible in handling money. In Part 3, we will review rates and speed. You will practice solving problems involving speed, distance, and time using the appropriate formulas. These concepts are useful in everyday situations, such as traveling, sports, transportation, and delivery services. As we go through each example, I encourage you to pause the video whenever needed. Solve the problems on your own first, and then compare your answers with the solutions provided. Learning becomes more meaningful when you actively participate. So, prepare your notebook, calculator if needed, and a pencil. Stay focused, think critically, and enjoy learning mathematics. Let's begin our second summative test review. Good luck, everyone!
Let's solve this problem together. The original price of the shoes is 2,000 pesos. Since the discount is 25%, we first convert 25% into its decimal form, which is 0.25. Next, multiply 0.25 by 2,000 pesos, giving us a discount of 500 pesos. Finally, subtract the discount from the original price. 2,000 pesos minus 500 pesos equals 1,500 pesos. Therefore, the customer will pay 1,500 pesos. This problem involves a percentage increase. First, convert 10% into 0.10. Then, multiply 0.10 by 2,400 pesos. The increase is 240 pesos. Since the price increased, we add this amount to the original price. 2,400 pesos plus 240 pesos equals 2,640 pesos. Commission is the amount earned based on total sales. Convert 5% into 0.05, then multiply it by 3 million pesos. The result is 150,000 pesos. Therefore, the real estate agent receives a commission of 150,000 pesos. VAT, or value-added tax, is added to the original price of an item. First, convert 12% into 0.12. Multiply it by 18,000 pesos to get 2,160 pesos. Since VAT is added, we add this amount to the original price. The total payment becomes 20,160 pesos. For simple interest, we use the formula interest equals principal times rate times time. The principal is 15,000 pesos. The rate is 6%, or 0.06, and the time is 2 years. Multiplying these values gives us 1,800 pesos as the interest. Add the interest to the principal to find the total amount. Juan will pay 16,800 pesos. Creating a financial plan begins by listing all expenses. Maria spends 600 pesos on transportation, 700 pesos on food, and 300 pesos on school supplies. Her total expenses are 1,600 pesos. Subtract this from her monthly allowance of 2,000 pesos. Maria can save 400 pesos every month. Saving regularly helps prepare for future needs and emergencies. To achieve a savings goal, divide the total amount needed by the number of months available. Carlo needs 2,400 pesos, and he has 6 months to save. Dividing 2,400 by 6 gives 400 pesos. Therefore, Carlo should save 400 pesos every month to reach his goal. To find speed, divide the distance traveled by the time taken. The bus traveled 60 kilometers in 1.5 hours. Dividing 60 by 1.5 gives 40. Therefore, the average speed of the bus is 40 kilometers per hour. To find the distance traveled, multiply the speed by the time. The jeepney travels at 45 kilometers per hour for 4 hours. Multiplying 45 by 4 gives 180 kilometers. So, the jeepney travels 180 kilometers. To determine the travel time, divide the distance by the speed. The bus traveled 210 kilometers at a speed of 70 kilometers per hour. Dividing 210 by 70 equals 3. Therefore, the trip takes 3 hours.
Congratulations, Grade 7 learners! You have successfully completed our second summative test reviewer. Today, we reviewed 3 important topics in mathematics that you will use not only in your examinations, but also in your everyday life. I hope this reviewer has increased your confidence and prepared you well for your second summative test. Keep practicing, review your notes, and solve more problems to strengthen your mathematical skills. Always remember that mathematics is not just about finding the correct answer. It is about developing logical thinking, problem-solving skills, and making wise decisions in everyday life. Thank you for your time, your effort, and your active participation throughout this review session. This is Sir Mervyn saying, keep learning, keep believing in yourself, and never stop exploring the wonderful world of mathematics. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the very best in your second summative test. God bless, stay safe, and see you in our next lesson.